Hello, Happy New Year. This is the first in a new series. I've had this playlist for a while, but I might export it to a new channel. The theme of today is Boris Johnson worse than COVID itself? I say that because of the indecision that Boris Johnson has. He waits to see what happens, and then when he sees what he expects to happen, he implements it. And that's like a 3-week delay. This is a virus. It has no idea of time, or age, or skin colour. It just spreads via water droplets, or droplets of moisture that it can suspend itself in. It doesn't know if you're a child or an adult, if you're black or white, rich, poor. It hasn't got a clue. It just spreads. Think of it like a fog. In a fog, some of it is infected with COVID. You can see the fog, but you can't see the difference between the COVID and the fog. And yet you have to go out and breathe the fog if you go outside. And you have to take the chance that some of that fog will have COVID in. It's only because the air is transparent and you can't see it like you can with fog that people think, oh well, it's not going to affect me. Let's wait 3 weeks and see how many more people are dead. It's not good enough. I mean, we were in a 3-tier system, then they created a new tier because it wasn't working. And now Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock are hinting at creating a 5th tier, more severe than tier 4. Sorry, if tier 3 didn't work and tier 4 didn't work, what makes them think that tier 5 would work? Boris Johnson yesterday, on the Andrew Mars show, actually said that schools were safe. Where's your evidence, Boris Johnson? Give me some stats to say that schools are safe. Show me why they are safe. If you can tell me why they're safe, then can't we use that to make everywhere else safe? They're not any safer than anywhere else. They're saying it's safe so people send their kids to school and carry on going to work. Sorry, tier 4, not working. Remember? You're supposed to be at home, remotely working. I'd close down the building sites. I'd close down anything you couldn't do from home. Furlough those people, and then everyone else is working from home. So why do you need the schools? Key workers, okay. There are professional child carers out there. Schools are educational. They care for your children while they're there, but they're not childminders. If you want childcare facilities for NHS workers, then open up the private childcare places, fund them nationally for the health workers. Problem sorted. Kids are in a professional environment looking after them while their parents are working, and you don't have to have mixing of children at schools, because when you open up a school you're talking 1,000 children on average, typically, and that's somewhere between 500 and 1,000 families. So if one person gets infected with COVID and they're there week in, week out, then that's 500 to 1,000 families will get infected. And that's another 4,000 to 5,000 people. And they're going out spreading their infections because a third of people don't realise they're infected or they've got COVID. At least a third. So that one person, that one child, has spread to 20,000 people. Do you see why schools are not inherently safe? Give it a month and that one sick child would possibly infect 20,000 people. And it's not good enough. The only way to beat this virus is to lock down. No exercise, no going out, no meeting up, no exceptions, no law breaking. You have the military and the police on the streets. Not in a car, on the streets. In a car does not do it. But if they're walking the streets, that will keep law and order. No one's enforcing public transport. Trains and buses, people full of not wearing masks. No one's enforcing it there. No one's enforcing it in the supermarkets. If you're not enforcing it, then take the tier system out. Do what Boris Johnson wanted to do back in February and just let everyone get infected and die. That's what he wouldn't do. If you're going to die, you're going to die. A vaccine ain't going to save you. And quite frankly, the way these vaccines have been rushed through, even the people that made the vaccines don't know what the effects are. How long it may last for, the protection. They don't know. The human trials are in the wild. They're using the vaccine on the general population and they're keeping a note of what the records say. Oh, this protected him. He didn't come back with, COVID, so it protected him or her. And it's not good enough. I'm sorry. A vaccine trial normally lasts 5 years. 5 to 10 years. Not a couple of months. And then, let's put it out in the wild. What's the side effects? Don't know. How long does it last? Don't know. Just because it's COVID, they don't worry about pensioners dying in the winter because of flu and they can't put the heating on. But because it's COVID, we must do something about it because the World Health Organization says we must. More people die from the flu every year than have died in COVID so far. It's ironic when you think about it. And that's why I titled this as Is Boris Johnson More Dangerous Than COVID? Because the indecision, the waiting, is literally killing people. If he thinks tier 3 isn't working, don't create a tier 4. Find out why tier 3 isn't working. If tier 4 ain't working, don't create a tier 5. Find out why tier 4 isn't working. Is it down to enforcement? Is it down to the BAME community, which I see every day, not wearing masks? Meeting up. I see it all the time. People in tier 4 visiting people. What is the point of having, between Christmas and New Year's Day, taxis at 2 o'clock in the morning? Where's a taxi coming from at 2 o'clock in the morning? We're in tier 4. You're supposed to be in lockdown. I would stop all taxis. So people would have to use public transport. I don't know. This government is killing the economy and killing the people. They should at least try to save one of us. Save the economy, kill the people. Save the people, kill the economy. You can't have both, Mr. Johnson. You can, if you do it really hard, really fast and really short. Look at Isle of Man. They locked down, strictly locked down. It wasn't draconian, but they enforced it. And they've not been under the tier system for several months now. They've been able to meet people and socialise. The bars are open, the restaurants are open. They can do what they want on the Isle of Man. Same as China, where allegedly it all started. I'm not too sure it did start in China. The first case was recorded in China, but that doesn't mean it started there. Anyway, I won't bore you. 10 minutes is about the limit on these little things. Thank you for watching. It's a new format. Leave comments, like, subscribe, share, tell people about this. I will be putting more videos up on this playlist, and I may export them to a new channel. So tell me what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.